What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and good afternoon from Apple Valley Speedway. Home away from home. You guys know I love this track. We're out here today for Terra Crew is hosting their first ever standalone drift event. If you guys remember, or if you've been following for a while, they actually did a drift event slash off-road show a while ago at a baseball stadium. Really cool event, a lot of cool people, a lot of cool cars. So when I heard they were hosting their own event, I knew I had to get out here, and it's already stacking up to be a pretty good one. Nobody's got on track yet, but just the caliber of cars here, there's some really cool cars. It's gonna be a great day. It's actually 2 p.m. They started this thing in the afternoon, and it's gonna go late into the evening time. So gonna get some great night driving in. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. I just pulled up. I'm gonna unload the Z. We'll get all prepped and ready to go out on track. All right, cars prepped, off the trailer. Someone already flew off track, so they're getting them towed off, and then I'm about to head out there. One thing I've been working on mentally is to not need much of a warm-up. So I'm gonna throw the GoPro on and record my very first lap out, which I almost never do. And I'm gonna do my best to just send it right out of the box. I know this track, I don't really need a warm-up, but somewhere in my head I always think, I better take it easy on the first lap or two and then kind of work my way into it. I don't think I need that. So we're going straight for it, first lap out. At least that's what I'm gonna try for. So let's see how it goes. I went to go just kind of warm up, drive up and down the pit lane to warm up the drivetrain, and it started making some crazy noise. Jacked the car up, let it idle in gear, and I think the diff is on its way out because it sounds pretty terrible, but nothing we can do about it. It's a welded diff. If it explodes, it explodes. I think really it's just gonna end up more and more loud, and it'll probably be fine, but whatever. Let's see if you can hear this. So I'm gonna move the wheel. Look at all that play too. The other axle's not turning while this one is.
Send it to Matt. Tell him he's not alone.
Explain yourself.
I don't know, Matt. I don't know. I just did what Matt did. That's it. This is Matt's fault.
I guess I didn't explain any of that, but yes, Josh is here. He went out on track, started feeling comfortable. He was understanding the skills he learned at the skid pad. Now he's applying them here. And well, the first turn at Apple Valley, if you dip a front tire on the inside in the dirt, there's a pretty sizable curb. Matt, my buddy who welded my cage in, he broke his wheels the last time he drove here. I broke wheels doing the same thing at a different track, and now Josh gets to see what that's like. So I think he bent a tie rod, definitely destroyed that front wheel. That's not savable. But hey, it's all a learning curve, and we're all having a ton of fun. My car's doing great. You guys saw that first lap right off the trailer. I actually did 3 or 4 more, did a couple chase runs. I'm already feeling great. The car feels good. I think the diff's gonna explode, but it's fine. I don't think it's gonna explode anytime soon. It's just getting louder each lap, so whatever. It's not the first diff I've blown up. I guess that's what happens, or blow a drive shaft out, replace that, and now it's time for the diff. So who knows what's going on? Maybe I'm just driving the hell out of this thing, but at the end of the day, I'm having a ton of fun, and fingers crossed that diff will hang on until the end of this event. went a little wide, got into the dirt, and well, let's just say Josh isn't the only one breaking wheels here today. RIP to another Graham light. I think I'm most sad because that was actually one of the clean Graham lights. If you guys have ever seen my car in person, I have a pair of those Graham lights that's ruined and then a pair that's really clean, and now I only have one that's really clean. All right, how's it going, Josh?
I just came out, nothing on. I was holding just my underwear over my crotch. My mom made eye contact with me. Ever since then, my tie rod's been broken. So that's why I'm doing this now.
All right, guys. Well, I think Josh has officially lost it. He did a real number on the wheel, and it was a control arm that broke.
Rock,
Wait, we're all
paper.
going rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
No, dude, it's rock, paper. Is it a high desert thing? It's just rock, paper, scissors. On scissors, you throw it up. If you beat me, you stay. If I beat you, then you're off. You're out. Got it? All right. Rock, paper, scissors. Who's got paper? Get the hell out of here. Sorry, dude. Tire, so either the diff or the axle broke. Okay, I realized I never filmed anything after the Terra Crew event. At least nothing talking. I jumped right into ripping the diff out of this thing. That is what ended up breaking. I'll put some of that footage in right here. Moment of truth. Ew, she is no longer welded. Wow. Nice. Look at all the chunks of metal in there like that. That right in there. That's a big chunk of metal. That is a lot of metal. Wow. Nice. The amount of metal in this oil is comical, honestly. And I just realized the ring gear is missing a tooth. Nice. It's hard to see. I'll have to shine a light in there, but there is chunks of metal down there. I'm assuming that is the plate that I once had welded in here. This thing is destroyed. All right, well, I found the plate that we welded in. Sure, we could just, put that back together. Yeah. Here we can see the spider gears. They actually still have some weld on them, like right there.
That's where that plate was welded. So the weld stuck to this side, but the plate did not. That left the chat. You can see there's just metal everywhere. There's teeth missing from the ring and pinion down there. There was another spot somewhere else. This thing is just totally smoked. Pretty crazy stuff. At the end of the day, I can't believe that diff lasted so long. I mean, if you guys have been following for a really long time, you'll remember I blew a diff up driving to Utah for Bros Before Pros last year. Not the one I was just at, the one a year before. And we actually pulled the pumpkin out, kept it, and just swapped the housing because I blew the bearing out of the pinion gear or something like that. So that thing has been the OG diff since day one, pretty much. And half of it was TIG welded by me, and I have no experience TIG welding at all. I was learning doing that. So it doesn't surprise me that the welds failed. And even if it was done super well, it doesn't surprise me that they failed, because at the end of the day, this thing has seen a year and a half of abuse. I mean, close to 30 track days, well over 10,000 street miles. Definitely not mad. It was the same story with the drive shaft. This thing has seen abuse, and it comes as no surprise when stuff like that breaks. And I still got to drive for more than half the day. It was a really fun event. A huge thanks to Terra Crew for having me out and for hosting a really cool event. That's definitely not going to be their last one. They were hyped on it. I know all the drivers were too. There were some really cool cars. I tried to document a few here and there and didn't do a great job, but hopefully you got a little idea of how fun that event was. You might be able to see the Z is looking a little crazy behind me, and we'll go into way more detail on that one in the next video. This thing is getting a refresh for my own event, Drift Roulette High Stakes. I'm hosting a drift competition at Willow Springs. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've been seeing me spam it almost every day. It is going to be awesome. If you're in the area, come out, say what's up, and see a rad grassroots drifting competition. I hope to see you out there, whether it's as a driver or as a spectator. Either way, this car is going to have a brand new look. We've got a stacked field of great drivers. It should make for a really good competition and a really fun day. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure you are subscribed, because we are getting closer and closer to 1,000 subs. Super exciting. That is a big milestone, at least in the YouTube world. And I've got something special when we get there. So hit that button. And that way, for sure, I will see you in the next one.